Three men from Tamil Nadu are dead after being shot by Karnataka Forest personnel in Chamarajanagar. Anthony Sami, John Rose Peter, and Kumar were Tamil people residing in villages in the Hannur Taluk of Chamarajanagar district in Karnataka were shot dead by Karnataka Forest Department officials in the early hours of August 15 in the Cauvery Wildlife Sanctuary area. CM Vijay has strongly condemned the deaths in a post on social media platform X. The Karnataka Forest Department's version is that its personnel were acting on information about suspected poaching. Forest Minister Ramalinga Reddy said 4 men had been seen carrying unlicensed guns and that 2 Forest Department teams subsequently encountered them. Reddy has also said that the truth would emerge only after the inquiry and that action would be taken if officials were found to have made a mistake. The Forest Department's account is that the men opened fire first, forcing the personnel to retaliate. 3 men were killed in the firing while a 4th man, identified in the reports as Mahimadan or Mahimadas, escaped or was injured and later reached safety. A forest official was also reportedly injured. But the circumstances of the deaths are now at the center of a political controversy. Were these 3 men armed poachers? Did they actually fire at the forest personnel? And was the force used against them proportionate? These are the questions that an investigation will now have to answer. Because once 3 people are dead, simply calling them alleged poachers cannot be the end of the story. So let's look at the question, who were these 3 men? The deceased have been identified in reports as Anthony Sami, John Rose Peter, and Kumar. They were residents on the fringe of the wildlife reserve. Tamil Nadu political leaders have described them as Tamil farmers, while Karnataka authorities have referred to them as suspected poachers. The families strongly reject the Forest Department's allegation that the 3 were habitual hunters. They said that the men had gone into the forest areas for reasons unrelated to poaching. According to a report, Lourdes Mary, Anthony's wife, said that he had been sleeping on agricultural land where the family cultivated maize and guarded the crop against wild animals. Domina, Kumar's wife, had also questioned the circumstances of the event. These allegations directly challenged the Forest Department's version of events. The 4th man, Mahima Das, could become a crucial witness because his account reportedly differs substantially from the Forest Department's. Das told authorities that the group had entered the forest in search of missing cattle. He reportedly escaped the scene, travelled until he found a mobile signal, and contacted a person in Pushpapura village who helped him reach the village. That version directly challenges the department's claim that the group had entered the sanctuary to hunt deer. But investigators will have to establish which account is supported by evidence. What you heard right now is the demand from DMK leader TK's Elangovan, a CBI investigation. But interestingly, there is also a voice by the Congress cautioning against turning this into a larger interstate confrontation. Congress MP Manikyam Tagore has called the killing of the 3 Tamils an inhuman act and said the incident happened because of a misunderstanding. But he has also made it clear this should not become a Karnataka versus Tamil Nadu issue. And Karnataka Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar has now announced a judicial inquiry. He has also asked officials to submit a report on the compensation that can be provided to the family of those killed.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವಿಚಾರನೂ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತಿಳಿಸಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಏನೇನು ಸತ್ಯ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನನಗೂ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಬಂತು. ನನ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ದಾಖಲೆಗಳು ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅರಣ್ಯ ಇಲಾಖೆಯವರು ಬಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಬಂದೂಕ ಸೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಂಸ 2 ಚೀಲ ಮಾಂಸ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಸೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಕಾಡು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಮಾಂಸ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಒಬ್ರು ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು. ಇನ್ನ ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಈ ತರ ಆದ್ರೆ ಎನ್ಕೌಂಟರ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಅರಣ್ಯ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಯವ್ರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ಶೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಂತ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ದೊರಕಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಜುಡಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಕೂಡ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಪರಿಹಾರ ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕೂಡ ಪುಟ್ಟರಂಗ ಶೆಟ್ಟರ ಮತ್ತು ಸ್ಥಳೀಯ ಶಾಸಕರು ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಅವರ ಒತ್ತಡ ಕೂಡ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿತ್ತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ವರದಿ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಖಂಡಿತ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ.
So Karnataka is saying, let the judicial inquiry establish the facts. Tamil Nadu politicians are saying the circumstances of the deaths cannot simply be accepted at face value. And that leaves one central question. What actually happened in that forest? This is where the investigation becomes crucial. The allegations of poaching must be tested against evidence. Where weapons recovered? Where the men carrying them? Who fired first? What does the ballistic evidence show? What do the postmortem reports reveal? What does the forensic evidence show? And what do the surviving witnesses say? These aren't questions that should be answered through political statements. They need to be answered through evidence. At the same time, Karnataka's forest personnel also has a difficult responsibility. Forest officers are expected to protect wildlife and confront illegal hunting. If they genuinely came under an armed attack, their version of events cannot simply be dismissed. But if the investigation established that lethal force was unnecessary or unlawful, there must be accountability. And this is where the issue becomes politically sensitive for CM Vijay. He has to speak for Tamil Nadu and demand justice for the families. But the Congress party is also politically relevant to his government. While the Karnataka is governed by the Congress under D.K. Shivakumar, so this is a genuine political dilemma. Can Vijay demand an independent investigation without allowing the issue to become an attack on the Karnataka or the Congress as a whole? And can Shivakumar assure Tamil Nadu that the inquiry will be genuinely independent? There is already another major point of friction between the two states, the Cauvery water dispute. The dispute has repeatedly created political tension and strong emotions on both sides. The last thing either government needs is for the deaths of these three men to become another interstate confrontation. Ultimately, this should not be reduced to Tamil Nadu versus Karnataka. It should be about the three deaths and getting the truth. If the three men were genuine poachers and the forest personnel acted in self-defense, that must be established. If they were wrongly targeted or excessive force was used, that must also be established. A judicial inquiry is now underway. The question is whether it will answer the most important question of all. Why did three men from Tamil Nadu die in a Karnataka forest? And was their killing justified? And when Vijay and Shivakumar meet, this is perhaps the most important question that cannot be allowed to get lost in politics.